a booktoker tells you which Booktok popular books are actually worth it. Definitely. It's a short read and shares a very valuable lesson. Kind of overhyped. Yes, one of my faves. More for a younger audience. Definitely. There's a reason why it's popular. Yes, one of the books that got me into reading. Nah, it's too overhyped.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. The video I showed earlier is a Booktok. What is a Booktok? Booktok is a community of users on TikTok who post videos reviewing and recommending books, which has boomed in popularity over the past year. What is TikTok? TikTok is a social media platform for creating, sharing, and discovering short videos. The app is used by young people as an outlet to express themselves through singing, dancing, comedy, and lip syncing, and allows users to create videos and share them across the community. Some of the popular books recommended and trendy on Booktok these days are The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, It Ends With Us, and They Both Die at Night. Booktok community successfully influenced young readers to start reading books by sharing their book collections, book reviews, annotations, and aesthetic videos on TikTok. Booktok is now trendy and it helps encourage young readers to start reading and joining the community. In this video, we are going to interview some people regarding Booktok in order to gain more knowledge about this interesting trend. We also will find out how Booktok encourages young people to start picking up a book. Stay tuned.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisyah Bajrina, and here with me today is Asmina, and I am going to interview her regarding our topic. Okay, so Asmina, have you heard about Booktok before?
Yes, I've heard about it.
So have you read any recommendations that you get from Booktok?
I do. Like for example, I've read it's an Indonesian book called Laut Bercerita. It's a very Laut Bercerita. It's a very famous book in Indonesia, and I'm actually half away reading the book.
Thank you for the response. So, lastly, I would like to know, do you think that Booktok actually sparks reading interest in young adults?
I think yes, because currently young adults now they love scrolling over TikTok, so they can get good book recommendation from TikTok as well. So people can exchange their review about the book.
What a great answer. Thank you so much, Mina, for spending the day with us.
So now everyone, we have our next interviewee, Amirul Farhan, who's going to answer the same exact question regarding our topic. So Amirul, have you heard about Booktok before?
Hi Aisha, thank you for inviting. Okay, so to answer your question, have I heard about Booktok, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I think I have. I think I came across to some TikTok videos about it. So yeah, I do.
Okay, that's wonderful. So have you ever read anything from the Booktok recommendations?
So far not yet. The keyword here is yet. Maybe when I have free time. For now, maybe not because I am occupied with my thesis. So yeah.
Yeah, but you are aware of the Booktok community on TikTok, yes?
Yeah, yes.
So, in your own opinion, do you think that this Booktok community will help spark interest among young adults in reading?
I think yes, it does, because if you know what is Booktok, right? They always have something to attract your interest. The way they read the synopsis, for example, or they do a review about that book. It's really interesting actually, to the point it will make you like, oh, maybe I want to read this. So yeah, I think it does help inspire interest among the young adults especially.
Yeah, I totally agree. So that's all that I have to ask. Thank you so
Okay.
much for your time, Pak Ain.
Thank you for
See you.
inviting Aisha.
We interviewed two young adults pertaining to the topic of Booktok, and both of them already know what Booktok is, as teenagers are more eager to spend their time using the internet. They both came across Booktok from the widely used social media which is known as TikTok, and from there they started to explore more about it. One of them already read the book suggested by Booktok, and one more, which is pretty busy, is still trying to find his time to read the book that is suggested by it. Both of them agreed that Booktok will spark interest towards the young learners, as it is easy to use and access. They just need to scroll it, and it is beneficial for them as it is very easy to access, and they can choose which book they want to read. What most people think is that social media has a lot of negative towards young adults, but by this they are able to use the social media in a good way.
Booktok has become a trend in the TikTok society of users who post video discussing and promoting books. It has grown in popularity over the last year, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when people were stuck in their homes and filled their free time by reading books. The TikTok community quickly finds TikTok videos with the hashtag of the recommended books. Booktok has already had a strong influence on the book industry. Hence, there are many benefits that we can achieve from Booktok. The first benefit of Booktok is that it helps aspiring authors launch their careers. In an interview with Julia Margaret, a Booktok content creator and an inspiring author, where she mentioned that she was also motivated to join Booktok because Booktok is creating impacts in the book market and changing the lives of aspiring writers. As an inspiring author herself, she thought it was critical for her to participate in order to get her name out there, with how fast the books get the attention of the community, and it increased her sales for months. The second benefit of Booktok is it elevates all the novels to the top of bestseller charts years after their initial release. For example, a science fiction novel, They Both Die at the End, which was released 5 years ago in 2017, has noticed a significant sales bump years later in August 2020, sending the book to the top of the New York Times Young Adult Monthly Bestseller list in April. The author Adam Silver was clueless about how the sales spike happened and just learned it was someone who shared a review on Booktok. TikTok videos containing the hashtag They Both Die at the End have collectively amassed more than 37 million views to date. The third benefit of Booktok is it has successfully introduced younger audiences to the reading culture. The Booktok rising popularity also corresponded with the COVID-19 pandemic, which attributes to people seeking an emotional connection with each other through reading. For example, an interview with Mireille Lee, 15, and with her 13-year-old sister Elodie runs a famous account on TikTok. Mireille said she started reading again after 6 years when she came across Booktok for the first time, while her sister Elodie mentioned she didn't want to read because she was into gaming, but once she started Booktok, she couldn't put it down. Booktok is also a TikTok community where readers and authors can connect about books and reading, while the video material accessible in this place focusing on this common interest.
Taking everything into account, Booktok does spark interest in young readers, since it gives a lot of benefits like Ain has mentioned before. For instance, it can be easily recognizable because a lot of people have been using this social media platform. which is TikTok. Perhaps they will continue their legacy from only using TikTok and expand to any other social media platform such as Facebook or Twitter. The community that is slowly growing in the social media platform surely will become bigger and gain more recognition from other people who are not familiar with it. We hope that people are getting more eager to read after being exposed to Booktok, as it can also be a place to build relationships with other people with the same interests, from strangers to friends that share the same hobby. Wonderful, isn't it? There is a quote that goes like, "For some of us, books are as important as almost anything else on earth. What a miracle it is that out of these small, flat, rigid squares of paper unfold word after word after word. Words that sing to you, comfort and quiet or excite you. Books help us understand who we are and how we are to behave. They show us what community and friendship mean. They show us how to live and die." By Anne Lemon. It shows that books means a lot to us, and it surely can help others out there just by reading, in which Booktok can be a good start for people who are just starting to read books. Not only that, this community will surely help others on sharing regarding books recommendation and reviews, and perhaps some of them will spark our interest in reading them. So, what are you waiting for? Just search up Booktok in TikTok application and you will find a lot of recommendations given by other people. See you there!